Okay. So it's the night before we leave. We're leaving Sunday morning. I'm going to try to leave around 8 in the morning. It's 25 degrees out, but they say it feels like 9. I managed to get the RV from out back around front to the parking lot, get it ready to go. I got a couple of the slides out so in case we got to put some stuff in at the last minute. So we're going to roll out about 8 o'clock Sunday morning. That's the plan. I still have to hook up the tow of the Jeep. I was going to do that tonight, but I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and do that this morning. We have a few options. One of my options is to go down 95 to 85 to 20, I believe, and that's the safer thing to do. I want to go down 81 into Tennessee. And the question is, can we outrun this storm? This storm's coming in. 24 hours from now, Maryland's going to get hit hard. That's the plan. That's the call. Get hit hard with a lot of snow. So if we had waited another day, we would have to deal with the snow, and we would probably be forced to wait a few more days after that. I'm going to try to outrun this storm and see what happens. We're not going to sleep in the RV tonight. It's just too cold. I'm going to let the generator run. I'm going to let the aqua-hot run. Keep the bays warm. We have no water in the RV. I emptied the water out a while ago. The water for the garden center has been shut off. My brother-in-law shuts the water off when it gets to freezing temperatures. So we have no water. I don't care about that. We can always pull over, use the bathroom, and then when I get to another spot, I'll find some location to fill up the water, and then we'll move on from there. So that's the least of my concerns. We decided to sleep in the garden center tonight. We'll just sleep on the couch, and that way we'll be ready to go. So just a few more things to do, and we'll go in for the night. But it's getting really cold in Arizona, and that warm weather is looking really good right about now.
The next morning,
we're ready to roll out. We have decided to take our chances and go down 81 into Tennessee. If everything works out, when we get into Tennessee, the storm should be moving through, but in Tennessee, it should be nothing but rain. That's what the weather is calling for right now. If we get into Tennessee for the night and we stay at a Cracker Barrel or something, if it rains overnight, by the time we wake up in the morning, it's still raining. Not a big deal. Everything will have moved to the north of us. It's 8 o'clock now on a Sunday morning. By tonight and tomorrow this time, Maryland's supposed to get hit hard.
Yes.
So
see you later, Maryland.
yeah, so we're
See you in May.
crossing our fingers, getting ready to roll out, hoping for the best, and we pretty sure we got everything. It's been a little hectic this morning and last night, but I think we're good to go. So we'll see what happens.
Let's go.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Quick update. We're headed 81 south. We're about 2 hours from the Tennessee border. I think we're in Elliston, Virginia. We just started running into snow. They're calling for the snow to end in a couple hours, so I don't think they're going to get hit that bad. Even though we're driving into the snow, I think we're on the southeast side of the storm, and I don't think they anticipate a lot of snow for this area. And I think we're going to be okay. You can see right here, and these conditions really are not that bad. Something I think we can handle. I think we're going to be okay, and the worst thing that could happen is we park and wait till tomorrow and move on from there.
a few moments later.
Okay, babe. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking slow and steady. It's much worse than what I anticipated. Go slow and steady, take my time, keep an eye out on other vehicles around you. I'm more concerned about other vehicles around me and how they may, get over at the last second because they missed an exit or they freak out or something like that. Got about, I'm going to say, another hour before we get to hour and a half to get to a Bass Pro. We're hoping to make it to the Bass Pro in Bristol, Tennessee. I did not anticipate it being this bad, only because when I checked the weather for this area this morning, it wasn't anything like this.
And I'm thinking, from what I'm seeing, we're supposed to be headed towards ice. So that hour can't get here fast enough. The snow doesn't bother me that much. Because yeah, the roads are getting snow covered now, but there's not a lot of traffic on them and not a lot of hills right this second, but the ice is what bothers me. So hopefully we get where we're going before the ice hits.
Yeah, it's a little, this is the first time I think we've ever driven in any conditions like this as RVers, right?
Oh, not an RV? Absolutely not.
Not in this race.
Eyes on the road. Eyes on the road. Let's go.
So apparently now the defroster's not working. So we managed to take 2 space heaters and put them up on the windshield to help with the ice on the windshield.
Our windshield, look, was completely frozen. We could not see. We're laughing about it now, but it was really kind of dicey there for a few minutes. But we scrambled around, or I scrambled around finding the space heaters, and so Chris could see out the window.
There's nowhere for us to pull over right now. So
no.
This is not, and you definitely don't want to pull over if you in these bad conditions unless it's a safe area.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can see, like I said, you see the side over there was still iced completely up. This side's still completely iced on the edge. And there's no pull-offs. I mean, there's no exits anywhere soon, so.
No lie, I can't remember the last time we tried to use the defroster in the RV.
I know.
Never really needed it in our travels.
Nope.
So, oh well,
eyes on the road.
We'll make it work.
Eyes on the road.
Well. We are safe and sound at the Bass Pro in Bristol, Tennessee. And once we got to the Tennessee border, things cleared up a little bit. There was snow on the ground, but it was more, the roads were in better shape and it was more rain.
That's true, Brett, but when we got in the parking lot here at the Bass Pro, there's ice all over the parking lot. So it looks like it snowed and then iced over. We're trying to warm up here a little bit. Took care of Tucker, he went outside. So we have some issues with some of the outlets. We need to figure that out. The GFI receptacle's not resetting for me, and I gotta find out. That could be a bad GFI receptacle. I may need to replace it. Once again, we're safe and sound. We end up hitting a little bit more snow than I anticipated. I was kind of counting on getting around it and underneath this storm that's passing through, knowing that once we got to Tennessee, the bad stuff was going to be north of us. So they did get some here in Bristol as well, but from here on out, they're calling for rain in this area. And we may leave tomorrow in the morning, maybe not 10 o'clock when things warm up. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Big part of the country is under this Arctic blast, and I'm thinking, we don't know for sure, I'm going to check it later, that Dallas Fort Worth is going to get hit from some bad weather, right? That's what we heard today. Yeah.
So I don't know if we can go through Dallas Fort Worth. We may end up going a little farther north, take a different route, go north. And
if we do, we might have to leave a day earlier, travel through there a day earlier than we had anticipated.
Yeah, we'll kind of check that out tonight once we get settled in. We have something to eat. We've been driving all day. We're at the Bass Pro Shop in Bristol, Texas. Don't forget, Bass Pro Shops. I'm sorry. I said Texas. I got 2 different places on my mind at the same time. Bristol, Tennessee.
I wish we were in Texas right now.
Don't forget, they allow you to stay overnight. So we got some of the slides out. I parked up against the light pole so I could put the slides out. That way you don't worry about someone coming up on you and hitting your slides. They may not see it. And we were going to stop at some of the rest areas, but there's a limit some places, and that one was 2 hours. So we said, you know what, a friend of ours, Bob and Michelle, told us they had stayed here before, and it was good to go. So, and I think now looking at we tried to stop at the Welcome Center. Looking at the 2, I think you're better off here than the Welcome Center. So it's just a little bit more, and plus Bass Pro, they like you. Did you do it? And my buddy right here, Tucker, did really great today. He sat back in his area the entire time and was very good. He didn't get it. Yes, I was such a good boy. That's me, Tucker the Great. Yeah. All right, we're gonna call it an evening. I'll take a look outside and just double check and make sure everything's okay, and we'll roll out in the morning, get something to eat. Another successful night. Some rain came through, kind of washed away all the snow. It actually feels nice outside, warmer than it's been the past few days, but we have, I'd say, about an 8-9 hour drive today. We're going to just wing it and see how it goes. We also need to stop and get some water. So hopefully a location along the way will have some water. We need water to put in the freshwater tank, even a quarter.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like drinking water.
No. Good place to stop right off Interstate 81 in Bristol, Tennessee. There were a few other RVs here last night, and that's the Bass Pro Shop. Plenty of placed areas to park. They prefer you to park in the bigger spaces, kind of similar to what you see at a Cracker Barrel, but these are even bigger. Very quiet, very nice. Plus, if you want, you can go inside Bass Pro and do some shopping, which we did not do. So
well,
I wanted to, but
we could. Chris needs a new pair of sunglasses desperately, so that would be fun. But
okay,
we'll get you some. Don't worry.
We will. Sounds good. Let's go. Everybody's got their coffee, and it's another. And Tucker's letting you know he approved as well. See. He liked it.
He's laying on a blanket and he has a blanket on.
He's back there somewhere. All right. He's been quiet. That's the first I think I've heard him really say anything since we left for the road. So
I think he's saying, "Let's go, guys. Come on." He's saying.
I hear you, buddy. I hear you.
Turn right on the Bass Pro Drive.
Well, good morning, Getaway Nation. There he is. We have made it to Las Cruces, New Mexico, and we are about, I'd say about 5 hours from our destination. We're back 2 time zones, so that's, I like that. That's kind of a good thing. But anyway, it's early Thursday morning. It's a little too early for some. It's not even 7 o'clock. I don't think 6:30, 6:50 is too early in the morning. So I had to get someone out of bed this morning. She's not too happy, so she's fixing her cup of coffee, and we'll be on the road shortly. And we managed to push through. Thankfully, the snow did not. Apparently, they were calling for snow in this area, so we thought we'd wake up with a light dusting or something, but I guess not. It's still below freezing. It's like 29 degrees this morning, but the trip, for the most part, has been uneventful. We have been traveling without any water in the RV because it was so cold. I was too stubborn to stop.
Or any heat.
No, we have some heat. We have heat. The heat's fine. It's all how you make it. It's a great journey. It's an interesting journey. I thought the drive coming in on 30 was really nice and easy. Now we're on 10, headed into Arizona. We'll be there later today. We'll get set up, and we'll be at a campground. Next week we'll be at the Pima County Fairgrounds. So anyway, we're just getting our coffee this morning. I got my bed head ready to go. I'm still wearing the same clothes after 5-6 days because, I really don't care, but it's been a great experience. We're just that much closer to getting to warm weather, and things will be much better once we do. You ready for another great day?
No.
You heard that? She said no. She just needs a cup of coffee. She'll be fine. She's okay. She's just mad I got her out of bed. Tucker was happy to see me this morning. Weren't you?
Oh, I was so excited to see you. We went for a walk. You fed me dinner, breakfast. Oh, it's been great.
See how happy he is, man? Every day he's just happy. First thing in the morning when he sees me, he's happy as can be, unlike some traveling companions. We'll see. We made it. We made it to Tucson, Arizona. Now, here's the funny thing about it. And if you watch the video, I know when we were in La Cruces.
La Cruz?
I believe it's La Cruces.
Tomatoes.
We said we were like 4 or 5 hours away from Tucson, and we're like, we're in the clear. There were no issues. Well, I was wrong. I was wrong.
It looked clear. It really
It did.
did. And then all of a sudden, here we go again.
Hit some snow.
Mhm.
There was
Ice.
more bad accidents on the road.
I feel like there were a lot more like big rigs. I saw a lot of 18-wheelers, things like that, than I did previously.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I would think, I think it's safe to say that in all our years traveling, this particular journey from Maryland to Tucson was probably one of the more stressful drives for us. More stressful than Alaska.
Well, it was, and think about it. We have a tow. You know, we're towing the Jeep. We have a larger rig, and the defrost is not working, which was huge. We didn't really show it in the video, but it was very stressful not being able to see out the windshield.
And we never did get around to getting any water. So we really, the entire trip, we had bottled water, so we were able to make coffee and things. But as far as showering and using the bathroom, we would
Thank
stop.
you.
We would
Thank
stop
you,
at the
Cracker
rest.
Barrel.
We would stop at the rest areas, and that kind of handled things. But we just got into the mindset that originally we were going to stop at some locations like Harvest Toast and a few other things and enjoy the time. But the weather was so bad and so cold that we said, let's just get to Tucson. And we know once we got there that the weather was going to be decent, better. And we're like, we'll find a way to make it work. So we're at a campground right now.
Yes.
Everything's good. We made it. But it was definitely a trying, stressful journey.
So we're here, we're here in Tucson 5 days early, I think?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we got here much earlier because we just kept pushing through, and we were driving 10 to 12 hours a day.
And I'm telling you, I did not want to go outside to use the restroom facility. It was like bitter cold.
It was tough. It was tough taking Tucker out for his 3-day walk, 3 times a day walk.
Yeah.
But we managed it. We did it. This was, in many ways, this was a more difficult challenge than going to Alaska.
Oh,
As in terms of the
I
temperature.
know that sounds funny.
The temperature.
But absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, but the important thing is, I have learned a valuable lesson, and that is,
Listen to Katrina.
I will never leave in January to head south to Florida or to head west to Arizona. I think the best thing to do, this is just me, and her will disagree.
We do.
I would rather make that trip a month or two early and then fly back to Maryland.
Okay, it was a fluke, guys. This is not normal. We
It
all know
was.
this is
It
not
was.
normal
It
weather.
was. But
So-
why take that chance?
Doesn't matter.
I
Life,
don't-
you take a chance every day at life.
Yeah.
Life,
But we
is not promised or given, or however you want to say it.
Yeah, but we made it. Everything's great. Everything's fine. We're really excited to be in this area. We're going to be in this area for a while. We're going to let you guys know some of the things that we're going to do in the coming months. We're really excited about the United Rally. And from there, maybe hopefully getting over to Quartzsite and a few other things.
We're gonna get
so
over to
it's
Quartzsite.
exciting. We got plenty of sunshine now. And that's all I wanted was sunshine and warmer weather.
I want warmer weather. And this is not warm enough yet.
All right. Well, there you go. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's been great. And Red Friday, we the RVers,
Yes.
remember everyone deployed for Red Friday. As we like to say here, guys, any day you can get away.
It's a great day, guys.
You guys take care. Hope to see you.